I don't know where I'm going, but I don't want to know. A predictable life is not what I want. Putting one foot down, one step at a time. Let the road turn, that's just fine. People ask all the questions to box you in, to classify your life with the stroke of a pen. Take those old rules, crumple them and throw them out. We're burning that box right now. Mold breakers, movers and shakers, don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers, don't ever silence your voice. If you think you were made just to blend right in, to avoid big mistakes or to tally your sins, you might get to the end doing nothing wrong, to find you never lived at all. Mold breakers, movers and shakers, don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers, don't ever silence your voice. Take them all back, take them all back now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name is Brad. And that goofball behind me is David from McKay Photography Tours. We're gonna let him do this intro.
Oh, I didn't expect that. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm David McKay. My wife, Allie, is the head of this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
She's not here.
You gotta turn this way. We gotta win. You gotta stand next to me. There we go.
All right, how's that? I'm from McKay Photography Academy. I'm out here with this guy, Brad, and his wife, Lauren, from Prodigal Overland. They're awesome.
That's all you got for me, huh?
That's all I got. They're awesome.
So we are out here on a very windy Ophir Pass. Ophir Pass, you can correct me below in the comments. We're at about 11,800 feet. So this video is gonna be all about this trail and some highlights and what you need to run it. So let's get going. Ophir Pass is 10 miles long and it runs from Silverton to the little town of Ophir. We started in Silverton, which is kind of in the eastern section, and ran it west towards Ophir. As you're coming up to the pass from Silverton, the road is very well graded. This is a Jeep Badge of Honor trail, but I will say that it's an easier one. So if you're looking for kind of a nice, easy start to some of these mountain passes in the area, this would be a great trail to start with. It's actually, Ophir Pass is one of the passes where we passed several other types of vehicles. We saw several other Jeep Grand Cherokees on this trail, a couple Subaru Outbacks, some trucks. So this is accessible to you, even if you don't have a heavily modified four-wheel drive vehicle. You actually wouldn't even need like a Ford low range vehicle to do this trail. We didn't shift into 4-low until we were actually coming down the backside, and I was using that more for the engine and the low gearing to save my brakes on the way down. So here we are at Ophir Pass at 11,789 feet. That's it. A little lower than Imogene for sure. Imogene. Lots of loose rock here. So far, this trail, at least coming, I guess, south of Ouray up, it's just, man, it was, I read one review that said they've driven on driveways that are harder than this, and I would agree with that so far. This is probably the most intense portion we've been with these massive boulders. Let me get a good shot of that. Woo! From David McKay. We're going to get him in more.
David McKay
Photography.
From McKay Photography. Allie's going to be upset with you.
He says he's the main show in the whole...
I'm the main show. You didn't hear that.
David almost rolled his Jeep. Let me show you where David rolled his Jeep.
No, actually, it's
he got off camber right there.
I probably backed up over something else.
No, it's pretty, but
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You found a little fort, huh?
So as we were able to show you there, actually once, if you're coming from Silverton heading towards Ophir, it's actually the western side of the pass that gets a little bit more difficult. There's bigger loose rocks, it's a narrower shelf road, but that section itself is probably only a couple miles long. And then once you come down off of that kind of pass, then you have this nice drive through some really cool aspens as you're heading into Ophir. One thing to keep in mind with the mountain passes in the Ouray area, they're mountain passes, right? So they're taking you from one area to another, and these are passes were originally put in place because they were the most direct route to different towns in the area. So if you plan on taking pavement back from one of these mountain passes, you might want to just kind of Google that ahead, how long that'll take. We found that we were staying in the Ouray area, and it often would take an hour and a half just on paved roads to get back to kind of where we were staying. So just something to kind of research before you head out on the trails, especially if you don't plan on just turning around and heading straight back the way you came. Big shout out to our patron members. Our patrons are folks that help support the channel and the work we do. Guys, if you've been following us for a while, consider following that link below or at the end of this video to become a patron member to just kind of support the work we do. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're brand new to this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you didn't see last week's video on I'm a Gene Pass, you're gonna wanna check that out. And then we actually have 2 more videos coming out from trails in the Ouray area. So anyway, guys, thanks again, and we will see you real soon.